Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my first project pan update and a get ready with me using my project pan products situation. Honestly, I have been neglecting this. I don't want this project to turn into a huge fail, so I'm really gonna dedicate my time now that I'm really stuck at home to try to get through these products. As you guys know, this is a group collab. The playlist will be down below. We're all uploading at different times, so it's not necessarily like we're all uploading on the same day, but check out their updates as well. I'm really excited to see how far they get on their projects. And yeah, before I get into this video, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah, let's get into this project pan update slash get ready with me. Okay, so I have most of my items in my project pan in here, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to just go through them. I'm gonna go through all the ones that I can't use in the video at the end when I'm done with all my makeup ones that I can use in the video. So the first thing I'm starting out with is the Tatcha Camelia Beauty Oil, and I only put this in my project pan just so I remember to use a beauty oil. Sometimes I forget, like literally almost every day I've forgotten. As you can see, this is where I was in my original video, like the video where I was introducing my project pan and just kind of showing you where my products were at the time. And this is where I am now, so not a lot of progress. My first video was filmed in January and it's now April 2nd. So it's like, yeah, I haven't made that much progress. I would have expected it to be more. This is a really expensive oil, so I'm not trying to use it up like completely. I just want to make progress and I just kind of want to see the progress in the actual bottle, which is like cool. Yeah, I love this oil. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some all over my face. It actually has like gold flecks of gold. I don't know what I just said, but you know what I mean. I am breaking out like majorly. My skin has been so dry. It's still really cold where I live. I don't understand why, but like one day it'll be 30 degrees and the next day it'll be like 70, and that's how people get sick. So I hate that. I've been taking my multivitamins, my vitamin C, because I am not getting sick. I mean, not just with the virus, but with anything. Like, I'm not getting sick, okay? I'm not. And while I let that soak into my skin, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Jeffree Star Cucumber Mint Lip Scrub. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't used this that much at all, so it's probably still in the same place as it was few months ago when I did the first video, but I did get the mystery boxes in February from Jeffree Star, so I got a lot of new products. In one of the mystery boxes came the Mojito lip scrub, which I had actually owned before this one, and I love the smell and I love the taste better, so I've been using that one a lot more, but I still want to keep this one in my project pan to like hold me accountable for using it because it will expire before the Mojito one, so I definitely want to use it. And I want to make a conscious effort to use it every single day because my lips are naturally pretty dry even in the non-dry months, to be honest. I really love his lip scrub formula. They smell really good, they taste really good. There hasn't been one that I've tried that has been bad, so I really do enjoy them, but I just prefer the Mojito one. I don't know why, because I love mojitos. Mojitos are a Cuban drink and I'm Cuban and I love mojitos, so I gotta represent my people, you know? Next up, I have my Farsali Unicorn Antioxidant Lip Mask. Now, shortly after I started my project pan this year, I started watching Skincare by Hiram. If you don't know who he is, I'll link his channel down below. I've talked about him before, and he is not a fan of this lip mask. He's actually a fan of the Primera lip mask. So I ended up purchasing that one, and I've been using that one like crazy. Like literally it's halfway gone, so I've been neglecting this one, but I do just still want to use it because I don't want this to go to waste. I'm not gonna waste product. I did pay for this. They're on the same price, but he's not a fan of this one. The ingredients on this one, he says it basically does nothing for your lips. He also doesn't like the Laneige one, so that's interesting because a lot of people are fans of it, but I am gonna make a more conscious effort to use this one just to get it out of my collection and continue using the one that I do like better. I do feel like he is correct that this one doesn't really do anything for my lips. It basically just stays on the surface and it doesn't like deeply penetrate and make anything like more nourished or softer or anything. Yeah, this is where it is now. I haven't made a dent. Maybe I've used it a couple of times since my first project pan video, but that's pretty much it. So I definitely need to use it more. Now I'm gonna do my brows, and the brow product in my project pan, wow, this is dirty. I don't know why it's so dirty, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. Honestly, it's almost dried out. I haven't used this much in the last few months because I've been doing the soap brow technique, but it's just a little bit easier to do the soap brow technique with a brow pencil, so I haven't really been using a pomade at all, but I'm gonna attempt to do it today with a pomade. So you need your clear soap. I've talked about this in so many other videos that I'm not gonna like really go into detail. I do have an in-depth tutorial on it, but you just take a little bit of water, just let that soak in there until it's like, it feels like a little sticky, I guess. We're gonna take our disposable spoolie and roll it around in there until it creates a paste, and then just brush our brow hairs upwards. Yes, it looks crazy now. I promise it won't look this crazy in a little bit. And then just brush it sideways instead. It just gives more volume when you do it that way. So now I'm just gonna wait until they set and they're not like as wet, I guess, and then we're gonna go in with the pomade. Okay, so let's do this. I've never attempted soap brows with a pomade, so this is gonna be really interesting. Oh wow, it's actually looking really sharp and good. I'm just gonna create little hair-like strokes. Wow, it actually looks really good. I definitely feel like it was a little weird to do my brows with the pomade. It just looks way too like perfect, and the whole point of soap brows is to make them look a little more undone. So I don't know about this. I do have a moisturizer from Sunday Riley. This is the Tidal moisturizer, and I got this in a boxy looks like a few months ago. Honestly, I don't think I've used this that much since my first project pan video, and I'm just gonna use it up because I do prefer the First Aid Beauty moisturizer, which I discovered through Hiram. I mean, I've known about it, but like I really started loving it after he hyped it up so much. This is really separating, and I don't know. To be honest, I feel like I prefer a cream-based moisturizer over a gel-based, so that's why I haven't really been using it much, but I don't know. And the fragrance in this kind of bothers me sometimes. I just really haven't used this that much in the last few months, but I will continue using it until it's gone because I just want to get rid of it. All right, now I'm gonna prime my lids, and this is not in my project pan or anything, but I'm actually almost out of this. I'm gonna cut this open now. This is the P. Louise base, and I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, which is in my project pan, and I've used this a few times, maybe more than a few times. Like I would say 10 times max in the last few months. I just really don't like this concealer all that much. I don't like the brand anymore. It really is unfortunate. I'm just like not a huge fan of Too Faced anymore. Their drama just gets to me. I just want to get rid of this and never repurchase it again. Let's see how much is left in this. This is definitely going to be in my next empties video because it's really gone. I'm not sure exactly how much is left in here, but I'm gonna cut it open so I can just get really, oh, all up in there. Oops, I probably cut it too far down. There's still actually like a lot left. I could probably get a few uses out of this. So what I love about cutting things open is you can actually still seal it and it'll be fine. I love that I can cut it open and just make sure I use every last bit that I can. This concealer is just not my favorite. Like I actually like the original formula a lot more, which makes me upset. Like I don't even know if they sell it anymore, to be honest. I'm just gonna mix these two together, and this is gonna be my lid primers. For eyeshadow, the eyeshadow palette in my project pan is the Jawbreaker palette, which was quite a challenge, honestly, especially because I started this in January and it wasn't quite springtime yet, but now that it's springtime, I'm definitely using it a lot more. This is like such a spring and summer palette. There's a lot of pastels in here, and I'm just really excited to see what I come up with today for the look. My goal with this palette in my project pan is to hit pan on at least one shade. So far, I mean, I see like a little dent in the yellow. I also really love this as a highlight shade. There's kind of a dent in there as well, but I definitely like haven't made such progress. I've used this maybe 4 or 5 times since my first video in January. It's just started to be spring, so I'm going to be using it a lot more now. When I hit pan on one of the shades, I'm not going to roll this out and use a different palette just to like switch things up a little bit, because I've been using a lot of the newer palettes. I did get the Bloodlust and the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette in February, so I've been using those a lot. We're going to start with that yellow. Wow. And I'm going to put that in the inner like third of my crease. I'm gonna take a really dense brush and take the shade Wow first. Okay, next I'm gonna take the shade Bubblegum, which is another shade I've used a lot from this palette actually, but just haven't really made a dent in it at all. And that's gonna go next to Wow, I guess, in my crease. And next I'm gonna use the shade Cute. I think this is the second time I'm using this shade, so I definitely need to use it more. Now I'm gonna take the shade Gumdrop, and that's gonna go in my outer corner. Now I'm gonna cut my crease, and I already put some concealer and P. Louise base, just like I did when I primed my lids, on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna take it. For my lid shade, I'm gonna take the shade Snack, which is this one right here. It's like a shimmery pink. I've used it a few times, but it looks like I have not made a dent in it at all. But I'm gonna spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray, which is also my project pan, but I'll talk about it when I use it as an actual setting spray. All right, I'm gonna come back to the eyes later. Now let's move on to the face. So the primer in my project pan is a Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I used to love this primer, but again, not a brand I'm supporting, and also not a great primer. I've found so many better primers than this one in my days of makeup, so I just want to get rid of this. I'm hoping to finish it soon. This is where I am right now. This is where I was when I first started the project pan. Not a great improvement. I just really don't like this primer all that much, so I really don't use it. It's definitely really hydrating. The smell bothers me. It has like a really strong coconut scent, which I don't mind. I just don't like that in my skincare slash makeup products. I love coconut in like my body creams. I don't mind that. It feels like it does hydrate my face. It just does nothing for my pores. And with the foundation I'm about to use, it's gonna be real interesting. The foundation in my project pan is one that I reviewed recently on my channel. Not recently, but like when it came out in January. It's not a great foundation. It's not my favorite thing in the world. It is a very, very lightweight foundation. This is the Milani Screen Queen foundation. I have an entire review video dedicated to this foundation. Really, really light coverage. I like more full coverage foundations, especially when I do like really colorful makeup like this. It's not really gonna match. I've tried so many different ways of making this foundation work. Different primers, using a brush versus a sponge, and I just don't like it no matter what. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a brush for this. This is the Morphe Y7 brush. And let's see how it looks today, especially with a primer that I'm not too fond of. I just don't know how this is gonna go. This is a foundation I might roll out and actually just give it to somebody who likes a lighter coverage and it might work for them a little bit better. The key to this foundation is definitely like not building it up, because once you build it up, it definitely starts looking cakey. So it just really is a very light coverage, not buildable foundation. Right now I've barely made a dent. I'm probably like right at this line. Like, it's really like, it's brand new, honestly. And the only reason I put it in my project pan is so I can actually consciously use it instead of letting it go to waste, because I really don't like it. But that's about where I am. Yeah, I might end up giving it to my mother-in-law. So like I said, concealer, Too Faced, Born This Way. Not a huge fan, but we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it up. We can do this. It just, there's a lot of product in this component. It's insane. And actually this concealer looks quite dark. Like almost darker than my foundation, so that's interesting. For setting powder, I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I really like this setting powder, but lately I have not been setting my under eyes at all, and I really like the way my under eyes look when I don't set them. So I haven't been using any under eye powder, but whatever. We're gonna try to get through this one. It has a lot of product in it still. Like, I have hardly used this in the last 3 months, but I make a vow to try to get through this year, because I do have a lot of setting powders that I just want to get through. Oh no. I'm already messing up my makeup. Are you kidding me? Maybe with this concealer, setting it is essential, because honestly it just comes off really easily. But whatever, it's not like I'm going anywhere. I do like the way it makes my under eyes look. It definitely makes them look super flawless, but again, I like the no setting under eye. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly finish the eyes. I'm just gonna run the Gumdrop shade, the purple, all under my lower lash line. I'm quickly gonna take some of my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and run that on my waterline. I'm gonna take the shade Wow over that, the yellow shade, just to make my lower lash line, like my waterline, pop a lot. I love the way the yellow and purple looks in my lower lash line. Like, oh my gosh, I love this vibe. All right, I'm gonna quickly do my inner corner highlight, which I'm gonna take the shade Jawbreaker. Duh, it's like the only inner corner highlight shade that has sparkle, which I love. You don't even need to use a setting spray for this, to be honest. Going back to my face, I'm going to contour using the Marc Jacob Omega bronzer in the shade Fantastic. It's honestly in the same place it was in January when I started this project pan. It has a little dent, but once I hit pan, I'm definitely going to be switching it out for something else. I have a lot of bronzers in my collection just to make sure I'm using everything equally, but I have been using this quite a bit because it's such a big pan, it doesn't even look like it, honestly. And I'm also going to contour my nose with this, because your girl needs to contour. And for blush, I have the NARS Stephen Klein palette here. Honestly, I've used this just a few times since my Project Pan intro, and my goal is to hit pan on one of these shades this year. It's probably not gonna happen for a long time. I just tend to not use these blushes because honestly, I like using blushes that are actually still in stock. This is no longer made, so I might actually switch this out for something else, but this is quite old, so I do want to get rid of it. So I'm not sure if I should keep it in my project pan or just like use it like when I'm not filming, because I hate recommending things and using things that no one can really buy because it's like not in stock anymore. It's not even made anymore. And I do love the whole blush on the nose situation, even though it makes me look sick. it's just a vibe, alright? I do like to set my face before I go in with highlighter, which I'm just gonna take from the Jawbreaker palette, to be honest. And the one in my project pan is the Morphe Jeffree Star setting spray. Honestly, this feels empty, but it's hard to tell because it is aerosol. So I really like the setting spray. Once it's done, I'll probably purchase another one, even though I have like 58 Urban Decay All-Nighter setting sprays because I'm on their PR and they just sent me a bunch. And I just love that setting spray anyway. But I just really like this one too. I like having the option of switching back and forth. The smell isn't too like overpowering, which I really like. I was like a little worried about that, but I love the starberry scent that it has. And it makes your makeup last all day. Some people will complain about the sticky residue, but I like it. The spray is definitely like coming out less, so I think I'm almost out. So I'm just gonna quickly, before that dries out, take a little bit of the shade Jawbreaker and use that as my highlighter. I love this shade. I think it's really pretty. It has like a little bit of a gold sheen in it, but it also like has like a pearly sheen, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's a really nice skin highlighter too. For lips, I have two things in my project pan. The first is the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Manila. Now, I thought about this after I did my first project pan video, and I don't really want to get rid of this entirely. I just want to make a more conscious effort to use this as my everyday lipstick versus Mannequin from Jeffree Star, because that is like my everyday shade. But I have been doing a good job of that. I don't really want to get rid of this, so I'm thinking about swapping this out for something else. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I am gonna use it for today. Also in my project pan, I have the Patrick Ta Major Glow Lip Shine in this shade She's Expensive. I've been using this a lot lately because I've been loving the glossy lip situation. This is another one that I'm not 100% sure I want to get rid of because it was so expensive, literally really expensive, and I really like it, and I just don't really want it out of my collection quite yet, like some of the other things in my collection. So I don't know. I've been loving the glossy lip situation, so I don't mind it. Okay, this is a vibe. Oh, I love the smell of this stuff too. It smells so good. I am living for this. It's such a great formula of a gloss too. If you're in the market for a new gloss, I definitely recommend this. All right, I'm gonna quickly go put on lashes off camera, and I'll be right back to talk about the rest of the stuff in my project pan, which I couldn't really use in the video. There's only like 3 more items, I think. Okay, so the last few things I have to talk about are like mainly skincare, perfume, things like that I can't really use in this video. The first thing is this Drunk Elephant Pekee bar. I just took it out of the shower. I put it in the shower so that I remember to use it, but honestly I've been using some other skincare that I got in PR lately just to like test out some new things, and I haven't really been using this much. But as you can see, it is significantly smaller. It's just like so wet. I have to put it back in the shower. Like I had to put it in a paper towel. And it got like a bunch of my makeup brushes dirty, but I do really like this bar, and I'm gonna keep using it until it runs out. And when it runs out, I'll probably swap it out for something else, because I have a lot of face washes, but I do really like this and I probably would repurchase this. Then we've got the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery eye cream, and honestly this is where I'm at right now. I honestly have not used this in a long time. I've been neglecting my eye cream so badly, like it's really bad. One of the reasons that I stopped using this though is because of Hiram again. He does not really like Kiehl's as a brand. He thinks that they use a lot of filler ingredients, I believe, and just this doesn't have such great ingredients in it, and there are better eye creams out on the market. I haven't found one yet. Like I don't know what he recommends really, but I do want to use it up and just swap it for something else once I do find a good eye cream. I don't know, we'll see. I don't want it to go to waste because I did like purchase it I think in November or December, so not that long ago. Next up we have the Ordinary Age ABH Peeling Solution. Now this is something that I thought about also like after I filmed my first project pan intro or whatever. I don't want to get rid of this entirely. I just want to make sure that I actually consistently use it once a week. I love using this to get rid of my texture, which I have a lot of. So I'm going to continue using this. I don't necessarily want to run out of it. I just do want to make sure that I use it weekly and just kind of update you guys every single time in my project pans. I don't know how often I'm gonna be doing these, but whatever. And then lastly, we have the Pink Sugar perfume. This is where I was the intro video, and this is where I am now. This is pretty much my daily perfume. I wear perfume every day, even if I'm gonna stay home, which is kind of weird, I know, but I do really like this perfume. It smells really good. It makes me smell like a cookie, and honestly, I haven't sprayed myself today, so might as well just do that. Oh, I do have the Bum Bum cream. That wasn't my last item. Hold on. So this is the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum cream, and this is the large size. As you can see, I've gone through a fair amount of this, and once it's done, I'm actually going to just buy a new one because this is my go-to. It smells so good. It smells like summer in a bottle, and it's really good for the skin. It hydrates my skin so well, and I'll probably be repurchasing this and swapping it out for a brand new big size like this one if it's in stock. So yeah, that's it for my project pan update slash get ready with me using my project pan products. I hope you like this look. I like it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how often you would like to see project pan videos, because I feel like updating you every month is gonna get repetitive. So I don't know, we'll see. Are you doing a project pan? Let me know. Let's have a conversation in the comments. And don't forget to check out the collab playlist. It'll be in the description. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. And I really hope you consider subscribing before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.